Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Pretty exciting news. I am play testing. Oh, I should mark myself. I'm playing I'm play testing Agricola on Board Game Arena, which is huge. Um Agricola being on Board Game Arena is awesome, really fantastic. I cannot say enough about it. Um, um, yeah, it's really fantastic. So, doing a bit playtest game with CS2376 Junior and a mikechike, who obviously are players I am familiar with. I'm just kind of getting myself familiar. It's always extend enabled with timer. Colorblind friendly farmers. Text font Dominican. All right, so playing a three-player game. I need to look at my hand. Let's check out the hand that I got dealt. This was not draft, it was deal. So, sleeping corner, good. Junk room, decent. Large greenhouse, solid. Canoe, solid. Bottles is very solid. Loam pit, yeah, loam pit plus bottles, definitely a thing to go for. I've also got hard porcelain with loam pit, so that's seeming pretty good. It's like it's almost quarry. Hard porcelain plus loam pit is almost quarry. A rough caster we know, firewood collector, farmland, grain scenes, grain utilization, or cultivation action space. At the end of the turn, you get a wood. That's okay if you're going to plow a bunch of times. Stonecutter consultant, three-player game. I get two read when I play consultant. That seems quite good in a three-player game where read is usually very tight. Wood accumulation space, you get a bake bread action, and then carpenter. Okay, cool. So it seems like I can do stuff with improvements and with day labor. That's kind of the two things I can look at. So this is kind of awkward the way the farms are, that I have to scroll all the way down to the bottom to see the farms. Yeah, I don't love that. That I have to scroll all the way down to see the farmers. That's a bit weird. So I'll have to refamiliarize myself with the cards. But yeah, this is revised. So it's A and B decks. And it looks like they don't have draft implemented. Um, so I have to scroll down here. I did add it to my favorite games, but I can't, I don't see them. Oh, there we go. I got invited here. All right, so we're playing a four-player game, which is my preference anyways. All right, so let's take a look at this hand. What seat position am I in? Mike's first, so I'm second. Good start. Ooh, braggart. Ooh. All right, 10 improvements. Conjurer, Revised Conjurer is very good. Hedgekeeper. Roof Baluster is awesome. Carpenter, so I can definitely do something with a big room, with a big house, and get to stone. Bragger, so we're playing A and B, so this is on Board Game Arena, so I don't imagine they probably don't have any bans, I would imagine. There's probably every single card in A and B, they're trying to implement all of them. So in terms of my improvements, I've got hand plow here, lumber mill. So lumber mill into hand plow is kind of nice. Lumber mill doesn't really trigger on any of the rest of my miners though, which is too bad. So I've got brook and herring pot. It's fine. Hard porcelain. Place card to get 1 bonus for each complete round left to play. You may no longer renovate your house. That seems pretty good. That plus braggart plus bottles. That's a ton of bonus points here. Although doing that and then, yeah. Like I do want to get to stone, so I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to use mantelpiece yet. But it seems like... let's start with Conjurer round 1. Yeah, because this Conjurer is sick. It shows a bit of a thing, and then I can confirm my turn. Okay. So I should be looking. So the one thing I'm going to have to look out for is, like, do they get stuff right? Namely, do they get my resources right? Do cards interact properly? Do they get... All right. So this is really big. I wonder, if I zoom out, can I see more information on the same screen? So if I zoom out this much, that's how I get all the farms on one screen. Which makes these numbers very small, which will not be ideal for streaming. But being able to see the other... I guess the idea is it's pretty similar to... I guess it's similar to other games that they have on Board Game Arena, where this panel is the one that you want to pay attention to. 2 wood is still there. Is 2 wood better than traveling players here? I'm not convinced that 2 wood is better, but I don't really want to have to take traveling players at 1. I want to take it at 2. So this is my farm here, it looks like, right? And my occupations and stuff are going here. Yeah, so the one thing is you're gonna have to like go down and face check this stuff. But yeah, I'm the farm. So like you can see the resources they have available here in this menu on the right hand side, and then the farms are below. So that'll be something that's a bit different, is figuring out how to show all the farms on one tile. Or like if I could tile it across multiple monitors or something even. Yeah, because definitely being able to take in all the information that like what your opponents are able to do at a glance is like definitely an important thing. So did CS Junior play an improvement there? Or was that start play or nothing? That was start play or nothing for CS Junior, it looks like. Yeah, and the other thing that's weird is the farms. I can't look at the farm. I can't look at Chris Ho's farm and see his resources at the same time. So that is something that I would suggest. I should write this stuff down. You should be able to see farm and resources at the same time. Mike plays House Steward. CS Junior took Reed Stone Food. So I can take 2 Reed here. So I could do something like 2 Reed Traveling Players. How do I bring up my occupations? Ooh, it seems like this is bugged now. That I can't bring those up anymore. Or at least I can't when it's my turn. Yeah, when it's my turn, I can't open my hand of cards. So that's probably something that you should be able to do. Anyways, I'll take the read bank here. And now I bet I'm going to be able to click on... Nope. No, I can no longer see my hand anymore. So let's exit full screen. Alright, so I'm going to try refreshing, and I bet if I refresh, that usually fixes it. Nope, that did not refresh it. I can't open my hand anymore. Yeah, I just tried refreshing. Let's open up some other cards, click on other things. So like I have a feeling that if I like go on the meeting place, it's probably gonna let me... I'm sure it'll let me open my hand. But yeah, I can't open my hand. Let's also try resizing this, I guess. That's the other thing to try. Let's try resizing the page. Yeah, resizing the page works. Okay. Mariska's extension doesn't work. Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna have to do a lot better job of telling you guys what's going on. So, okay, so CS Junior's got Storehouse Keeper, Woodcarver here. Chris is opening with Corn Scoop. So Chris might be on like Sleeping Corner stuff. We've got House Steward for mikechike. So I can definitely go after the House Steward points with Braggart and Roof Baluster and Carpenter. I can definitely, and Hedgekeeper, I have tons of ways of getting building resources. Alright, so Reedstone Food is gone. And then what's this? This is the 2 clay, so Mike just took 4 clay. So then I want to take 3 wood. Or do I want to play an occupation here? I could play an occupation carpenter. There are... So 4 wood just got... Is that right? 4 wood just got taken. Okay. So I should take 3 wood here, and then I'll expensive occupation carpenter, most likely. You can see 3 farms now. Yeah. I know it's not ideal. We'll have to figure out how to do this. But honestly, guys, this being on Board Game Arena is huge. Is so huge. So huge. So the reason it's huge is because Play-Agricola is terrible for the new player experience. You have to already be pretty invested in Agricola before playing on Play-Agricola is fun or even tolerable because of the total lack of rules enforcement. Now, if Board Game Arena is going to do rules enforcement for new players, that is awesome. That is so good. Is it beta? This is alpha, actually. I'm currently alpha testing on Board Game Arena. There is, you have to go to the forums, and then if you go to the alpha part of the forum, there's an Agricola thread on there. But yeah, Agricola being on Board Game Arena is huge. Now, The question will be, how good is their implementation? I have faith that the board game arena implementation will be very good. They've earned my trust so far, I think. And then the other thing is, I'll play my Carpenter here. And the other thing is, it's just got a new card set. It's got revised. Yeah, it's got the revised card set, which is the kind that if a new player is going out and buying Agricola right now, they're buying revised. So the fact that Play-agricola does not have revised on there is a big barrier as well. That it's mostly catering to people who were already deeply invested into the game. Do I have to build here? 5 wood, 1 reed, 5 wood, 1 reed, 4 wood, 1 reed. I am not forced to build here. So I can take 2 reed into 2, and I might be able to 2 reed into traveling players. And that would be very good. Yeah. Resource market would be nice, but with Carpenter, 2 reed seems like the obvious play. I have Braggart. Yeah, I have Braggart in my hand. Yep. Clay Hard Porcelain seems like a decent combo as well. Very good incentive for accumulating a bunch of clay. Yeah, I have Braggart. Yeah, how long since we've seen Braggart, guys? It's been a while, right? There was a draft? No, there was no draft. This was deal. This is deal 7. How easy is it to tailor your game, curate that set of cards? Certainly it's not something I'm used to doing, but when you have a card like Braggart gives you your game plan. A card like that is so good that you don't really need to think about what else you need to do. So Chris Ho is not currently the start player. So Chris could build with his second action. What's his cattle feeder do? So I can let Chris build here in order to take traveling players. Or... yeah, because I'm going to be able to build... I won't even be forced to build first move next round. And there's always the world where Chris lets me build in front of him. So I think I traveling players again here, setting myself up. Although, maybe I should get more wood for miners. I should maybe get wood for hand plow here. Yeah, because I don't have any resources for miners yet. So I could take 3 wood here. But if I take 3 wood, I'm risking traveling players getting taken next round. But I think what I do is I 3 wood here, and then the plan is traveling players and build next round, or traveling players in clay. 5 clay. 5 clay would also be excellent. Weird to see points like this, the real-time points. Yeah, that's definitely something about Board Game Arena that I'm actually not a huge fan of, because it is something you can calculate yourself, but I think that like is something that takes you away from the it takes away from the making it close to a tabletop experience. Now, you can just calculate, like there's no hidden information, you can just calculate what everybody else is doing, right? And what they're capable of doing. That's a thing you can do. But it takes time. And you have to have, like, it's like a skill to be able to do that as well. Family Growth Round 5 would be extremely good for me. Family Growth Round 5 would be so good. Wait, why did it auto-pay? It's not supposed to auto-pay. Always enter exchange state. It was not supposed to auto-pay. I don't think. Because I should be able to choose to beg. Oh, family growth flipped. Family growth flipping is huge. So Mike can now build. No, Mike cannot build, right? Mike cannot afford to build. Oh, I should read consultant. Mike cannot afford to build. And CS Junior cannot afford to build. This lets me clay pit or traveling players. Traveling players seems more important since family growth just flipped. And then I get to build with my second action. Did I not get Conjurer there? Oh, I didn't get Conjurer there. I didn't get Conjurer there. You aren't allowed to in Revise? That's silly. You should be able to tactically beg. It worked the... No, it didn't work either time. How can I manually adjust? I can't. So this is... Okay, so this is the good thing. So we see the good side of... Do I have to build? Is build forced? Yes, build is now forced. So we see the good side of... So we see the good side of rules enforcement, which is people don't have to know the rules. They can just click on stuff. But the bad side is that when the game is rules enforcing and it enforces the wrong rules or incorrect rules, then there's no way for me to manually adjust that. So this is where if you're playtesting with new cards or you have a big variety of cards, not having to manually code them all in. Not being able to manually code them in. Not having to manually code them in is a big time saver, but it also means Harpooner, okay. But it also means that you don't that like you can't play around. So this is so we see the good side of a tabletop, like on Play Agricola. Hey, a card is being like there's no card implementation at all. So you just take the resources to make it correct. The downside is the game doesn't tell you, hey, you're supposed to take these, you're not supposed to take these, right? So yeah. So I expect that when the game's in alpha, my expectation is they probably got the action spaces working right, generally, but that it's all going to be card interactions. It's going to be wrong. So yeah, in this state, Conjurer does not do anything. Yeah, I didn't get Conjurer either time I took it. So we can look at we can scroll down. This is a nice thing about Board Game Arena is they like store the whole game state. So I can go down and jump all the way down to traveling players. And you can see I only got 2 food the first time, so my Conjurer does nothing. So that's unfortunate. Is Build a Room occupied? No, Mike did not take Build a Room. So family growth is not forced. So I could start player here to grow 2 times in a row. But if there's a grain action or clay action, I should take clay. No, there's no clay action. The thing is, if I start player to grow twice in a row, I just don't have anything else to do. Reedstone food is available. I could take fish into Brook. Yeah, fish into Brook seems okay. And then I'd have hand plow available as well. Not to mention that if my Conjurer is not doing anything, I guess I need more food. But yeah, Conjurer just did nothing, right? And I took Traveling Players twice. So that is too bad. And CS Junior saying he's boned now. Yep. So Mike has the first sheep grab. And did not build this round. The thing is, CS Junior can't really afford to build here, I don't think. He's just too hungry. But yeah, so the reason why Boîte à Jeux doesn't have all of, I talked about this all the time. 13 years later, Boîte à Jeux doesn't have every single EIK card implemented. This is why. Because implementing cards is really challenging, really time consuming, really difficult. So I family growth Brook, and now whenever I take Reed or Wood or Major Improvement, all spaces that I will want with my Braggart, I get an extra food. Sure. And then I can play maybe Hand Plow next round, or I can 2-stone into Grow if growth is not forced by one of these two guys. It's saying Chris is reorganizing animals. Why does he have animals? Oh, because he took grain. Ah, I see. So he can buy clay here. He's got rammed clay. You can use this instead of this to build fences. Good card. Clay instead of wood to build fences. Good. And start player Canoe for CS Junior. So probably Mike first action builds, but I get to grow again. I do have to make sure that I get one food somehow. But yeah, I can get food by taking 3 Reed or something. Teasel says, "Oh hey, I was coming to tell you Agricola's an alpha on BG." yeah. I got led on to it by the Agricola Lovers Facebook group. Someone posted in there, so it's awesome. It's really fantastic. It's really good for the... Oh, Mike's renovating, so I'm not even forced to first action build here. So I can first move, take Reedstone food, or the 3 Reed, or 2 stone. So I should decide what miner I want to play. And what miner do I want to play? Lumber mill to set up my hand plow. Yeah, so I could take 2 stone. I could do Reedstone food. I think I'm going to 2 stone. I think first move 3 Reed seems reasonable. Yeah, because I get 3 actions, and my family growth is not forced. So 3 Reed that comes with the food is awesome, and then I can 2 stone family growth. Is this better than Play-agricola, Takise? So there's positives and negatives, right? So for example, I played Conjurer, okay? And Conjurer did not do anything. And there's no mechanism for me to manually adjust my wood or grain. So I used Conjurer and took Traveling Players twice and just got nothing out of my Conjurer. So the upside of rules enforcement is that it does a lot of stuff for you. The downside is when the rules are enforced wrong, there's no way to fix it. So I just have a totally dead Conjurer here, and I took Traveling Players twice, and I got nothing out of it. Right? So there are positives and negatives to rules enforcement. It's not like yes, one's better than the other. Because on Play Agricola, if we were playing with a new card, like Conjurer, right? It would just work. Teasel says, well, it's still an alpha, so bugs are to be expected. I agree, Teasel, but look at board game, look on Boîte à Jeux. And 12 years later, there are still bugs in EIK. So not only do we have to track down all the bugs and report them, but we also have to like let the developer know, and we have to like they have to fix it, and it has to be something that's fixable. So it's possible that there will just always be some bugs. But right now, in general, like I have faith, like I've said, I have faith in the Board Game Arena people to do a good job, right? But it's not like a slam dunk that there are going to be 0 bugs, right? That's not a thing that's guaranteed by any means. But yeah, this is a great start. 4 people at the end of stage 2 is awesome. The only thing that I wish is I really wish my Conjurer was working. If my Conjurer was working and I went into this next stage with 2 grain and an extra 2 wood, I'd be, like, my feeding would be taken care of for sure. Plenty of cards are hard to be coded. Yes. And not only cards are hard to be coded, but you also have to code, like, how they interact with each other. Right? So it's the kind of thing where in order to add an expansion, like say they add the C deck or the AB expansions, right? As the card base gets bigger, the amount of work to add an existing deck when you're doing rules enforcement gets exponentially bigger because the number of other cards that has to interact with properly get more and more complicated, right? And the more cards you introduce, the more level of complexity, the more bugs there are. So that's why I say, like, it's not a slam dunk that one's better than the other, right? Because I don't think that's true. The interactions add exponential complexity. Exactly. So there are good sides and there are bad sides. It's both are relevant. The thing I'm really excited about is Board Game Arena has a big player base. Hopefully it gets people playing Agricola. Maybe some of those people will be like, you know what? I'm tired of playing A and B deck. Then I want to be here to say, well, if you're tired of A and B deck, come check out this site over here where we have thousands of cards that you can play with. And that's my hope, is that what it'll do is make other people love the game. Are you ready for the big leagues? Yeah. Well, you're not hardcore unless you live hardcore. So activating my Brook could be okay. I have to make sure I get my hand plow out in time. Latest I can play it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have to play it next round at the latest. Building the well would be good. Building the well would be really good. All the wood just disappeared off the board, so that is too bad. Building the BMW seems good. So who's got stone? Chris, CS Jr., and Mike all have stone. Mike is going to presumably build a room, but CS Jr. with his canoe might decide that he wants the BMW. So I might be fighting with CS Jr. for the BMW. Chris, similar thing. The BMW is quite good, though, because this reed bank space is very good for me. So I think I'm going Reedstone Food here to set myself up for more major improvements. Bottles, seems like it's going to be very tough to pay for bottles, except for maybe at the end of the game. I guess I could have done 4 clay into hard porcelain. Yeah, I could still do that. I mean, start player into hollow 6 clay will be something that I can do for sure. Like start player hand plow into 6 clay will be a pretty good move. Yeah, so I'll probably do something like that. I could also play Roof Baluster. Yeah, I could just play Roof Baluster. The problem is I would need a second food, so that would involve probably playing on the major minor space most of the time. But that is something I could do. Major minor hand plow into Roof Baluster into start player. Or, yeah, the clay just got taken. So the clay just getting taken matters. Chris took the 4 clay. Yeah, so it seems like Chris is probably not going to let the clay accumulate too much because of Ram's clay, right? Taking 4 clay is like basically as good as taking four wood for him. So yes, passing market stall around. Cool. Lesson just got taken. So no roof baluster this round. Pastor, priest and pastor dealt for Mike. But with house steward as well, that's kind of house steward consultant. That's awkward. Playing both of them is kind of awkward. Let's go. Yeah, pastor, nothing from pastor either. Man, that sucks. All right, let's see. Does my hand plow? What? Two wood instead of 0 for hand plow. Lumber mill plus hand plow. So the lumber mill just made me pay an extra wood instead of 0 wood. Oh man, this is playtesting is gonna be fun. Playtesting is gonna be fun. Oh man. All right. Not much for me to do here. Could plow. Really wish I was getting something out of my traveling players. Yeah, so getting the BMW seems important. Beyond that, guess I'll take clay pit here. And is there a major improvement I want to play here? Could play hard porcelain here. Even getting like assistant tiller to be able to day labor and plow would be great. But I don't really want to play an expensive awk. Let's traveling players, I guess. And next round, I think I first move Reedstone Food again because I need this BMW. I'm really hungry without this BMW. So yeah, so game's in alpha, right? Theoretically, all of these bugs will be fixed by the time the game goes into full release, right? But what if there's some really narrow edge case bugs that come up so infrequently that when they do come up, they go unnoticed, right? That could be a thing that happens. So then it's possible that they never get caught, they never get fixed, and then the first time someone does notice them, the game's been on release for a year. Right? You can play it in the bug section until it gets fixed. Right. Did that work on Board Gamery or on Boîte de Jeu? At some point on Boîte de Jeu, they said, we're done developing for Agricola. We don't care anymore. It's too much work. Right? Because there are still some cards that aren't implemented. There are still some cards that, while implemented, do not work properly. Right? So I think it should be really awesome, but it's not guaranteed to be. This is kind of a crappy position because we had Chris first move, major, minor. What did he build? He built the clay oven with his first move. So for me to get the BMW down this round, I need to reno. The problem is the clay actions are pretty crap. And I think it's unlikely I'm going to want to play like clay just to reno. That's not something that I'm going to want to do. So how am I going to feed? Maybe just take the 3 wood for now. I definitely need more wood. So for now, just take the 3 wood. You know what else would be good? You should be able to see how many remaining farmers someone has right here. I think that's something that should be, without having to go down, there should be a remaining farmers, like, remaining actions thing. In the scorecard. Because, like, seeing 4 out of 5, like, okay, I want to know how many people are left, right? So yeah, my hope is that this is similar to the app, where, like, I think someone like Lumen only started playing Agricola because of the app, right? And then he got invested enough on the app and then decided to go online, right? So hopefully this functions similarly to the app, but with a much wider range. Hello? Yes, what do you want? Meow. You can see her in a minute, once I'm done my turn. I don't like to make people wait when it's my turn. Well, I need to take food, so I guess I can day labor without eating anything. I don't have a start player miner that gets me anything. Like, the thing is, I can play my Awk here. I probably do want to play my Awk into day labor. The thing is, if someone does take day labor, I do get super screwed. But whatever. Let's play the tiller here. All right, here she is. Here, sit up. Here, sit up. So the good people can see you. I would adjust the camera, but the last time I adjusted the camera to show people the cat, I discovered that the screws had fallen all out of my monitor, and that my monitor was no longer, like, the screen was no longer attached to the base. And then my screen collapsed. So that was not fun. Also, this is not looking like a great braggart here. It's looking like a pretty crap braggart. Not converting with BMW here is awful. Not converting the BMW here is really awful. And there's a chance that I don't even get to BMW. Yes, hello? Alright, go away. There you go. Alright, I need to place an action. Yeah, well, getting my Reno out seems good. 3 wood seems good. 4 clay seems good. Let's take the 3 wood since it comes with a food. What? What? If you're hot, you can go somewhere else. It's probably colder downstairs. There's 3 stone on the quarry, on the stone accumulation space. So yeah, I have pretty crap feeding, but I fixed that mostly this harvest, I think. And like day labor, plow, food, one act. Damn it! That's something I was not paying attention to. If I thought that CS Junior was going to build the BMW, I of course would have built it myself. Yeah, I should have absolutely built the BMW, but oh well. I'm the start player, so probably I just build. Probably I'm just going to build a wood room. Let's grab the 4 clay here. So how am I feeding? I guess I reno cooking hearth. There is 1 cooking hearth still available. So I probably can't reno cooking hearth, but if I can cooking hearth and then do more later. Yes, okay, okay. Yeah, so my feeding is pretty bad, but at least I get food every time I take the 3 wood action. How many moves do I have left? 2, right? I have 2 moves left. So 1 day labor and 1 um, build. And then when I family growth next round, do I have a family growth miner? Herring pot or hard porcelain? One of the two. I'll figure that out. Is anyone else going to build? No, nobody else is going to build. So I'll day labor here. And then I plow. Declare my field here. Did that work right? That seemed to work right. All right, assistant tiller gets a pass from me. Assistant tiller gets a pass because it actually does what it says it's going to do. Maybe I build the joinery. It only costs 1 wood with the lumber mill. And the well is still available as well. The joinery and the well both still available. And I do have Hedgekeeper, so Hedgekeeper makes sure that I always have 3 wood actions. This is going to take some getting used to. Yes, it is going to take some getting used to. And I'm going to have to figure out, and I'm going to have to get back in the habit of telling you guys what's happening as well. But on the bright side, I should have a 5-room stone house, and I should have a 5 fields minimum. And 5 fields is difficult to do in this format. 5 fields is really difficult to do. But yeah, Dead Conjurer and Hand Plow costing 2 wood instead of 0. So I have to first move family growth here to grow in front of Mike. And I have to figure out how not to starve. Oh, let's play. I don't really need hard porcelain. Herring pot might actually do something. Yeah, like I probably actually want to take 2 food. So what I'm at 4 plate improvements so far. Braggart, does not pay me off until my 5th. At least I do have plans to make at least 2 more, right? I probably need a hearth or fireplace, and then I probably also want to build the joinery. And maybe I play mantelpiece. Like, it might be a stone for 2 points with Braggart or something. Bottles seems impossible. Seems like there's no way I'm going to be able to play bottles. Oh! I just got like 12 clay from food from that. I just got 9 food from that. It placed the food 3 times. So you can see I put 1 food on the action card for 12, 13, 14, 1 food on 12, 13, 14, 1 food on, yeah. What? So I got 12 food out of that. Herring. Yeah. I guess I won't take fish again. Compensation for 2 grain and 2 wood, exactly. Exactly. So next move, I'll take 3 wood for the forest if I can. So I have, what, 3 moves left? Because I family growth. I have 2 moves left. So 1 day labor and 1... Day labor gets me to 6 food. And then joinery is not enough. So I pretty much need traveling players and day labor. And then after that, my feeding is taken care of. And the thing is, like, what's going wrong here is, like, first level stuff, right? It's not card A plus card B leading to result C. It's card A not functioning. It's card B not functioning properly. It's them not doing their basic function. So, like, I expect that we'll get to the point where cards do their basic function, but I also expect that beyond that will be very difficult. I'll joinery here. And let's see if it does what it's supposed to do. It should only cost 1 wood. Hey! Joinery worked. So I got my wood discount for joinery with the thing. So that's good. And then I can last move day labor. Imagine getting the green... Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it, Rylocren. That, like, the greenhouse... Like, greenhouse might not work in alpha, and then greenhouse gets fixed, but then greenhouse plus market woman doesn't work. Because it comes up infrequently enough that it's not something that ever gets caught. So let's see if the game lets me eat a wood. Because I definitely do want to eat a wood. Oh, yeah, CS Junior is getting the option to exchange. Is my brook working? Yes, my brook has been working. Yeah. Hughes Jr. had to eat a grain and a vegetable raw. Rip. And then I fed 9 because I'm at 5 family members. So yeah, I need to reno this round because I want to make sure that I can get to stone. Because not getting to not getting to my stone house on 5 rooms is like a big part of the pull of the 5th room. But yeah, 2 more day labor actions that come with fields, maybe 3. Oh, let's see how much food I get here. I get 4 food. I get 4 food out of Brook. Yeah, that's not right. I got or not out of Brook, out of Herring Pot. My Herring Pot gave me, yeah, it placed the food 4 times instead of once. And like, so you can imagine that adding an expansion, we're gonna have to go through this process every time, right? And so it'll be a question of, is it worth adding an expansion if it's going to cost another 100 hours of development time? Oh my god, I have cat hair like all in my nose. So hopefully it is, because the player base is so big and clamors for it that they decide to do it. And that the site is really successful and that it drives traffic and they have stats that say, hey, Agricola is really popular. Because yeah, this platform is huge. And getting the other thing is being on a platform that people just go to play other games, that's also really important. Cultivation, that's plow sow, right? Cultivation is plow sow. So I definitely want to reno this round. Anyone else looking to reno? Chris cannot. Chris can reno. CS Junior can't, and Mike can't. Yeah, so I could 3 wood here. Three wood and a food is probably almost always going to be my best action. Getting crops in the ground would be good as well. What cards do I have left? Braggart. So the question is, how many more improvements can I play for Braggart? I'm at 5 right now. The well is gone, right? So fireplace or cooking hearth probably. So clay pit. Ah, the clay's gone. Okay. Is there anything I have that gives me clay? No. I could play clay. There's a clay miner. Clay miner would give me 3 clay on start player, which would let me reno fireplace. So I'm probably going to do that. Oh, sorry, HIG. HIKLJ, the way you sign up is you have to go, so on Board Game Arena, there's a forum, go to the alpha section. We're going to need to make a command for this. I'll make a command for this so LHIG can just do command beta or whatever, and it'll give a link. Something like that. But yeah, what you have to do is go to the forum, go to the alpha, and then Agricola is the top thread, and the information's all in there. I have 3 more moves left, right? Yeah. So one of them's going to be Reno, and then 2 crop actions, and then I'll take Plow Sow next round, and I just won't day labor this round. So yeah, Reno, crop, I think. Oh, grain is gone. So maybe play my roof baluster then. The other thing is this panel should probably be like clickable and draggable. Like so that the names aren't going up into the top border. This is probably you should be able to click and drag your cards around. Let's grab a vegetable. And then last action, cooking hearth upgrade or occupation. Let's play the Ock here. So that I can reno with my second action next round if I need to. Plow a field. Oh, plow with my hand plow. Yeah. And now I place my farmer so I can plow sow. Plow sow with the vegetable is not as good. Is Reno threatened? Mike cannot Reno. CS Jr. can Reno. Chris can Reno. So the world in which Chris start players and CS Jr. Renos, then I could get screwed. But probably Chris is going to take family growth without room. Pretty sure I can count on that happening. So I'm going to plow sow here. Also, urgent wish for children is just a ridiculous, absolute ridiculous. Urgent wish for children is just so bad. Urgent wish for children. It might be a fine translation, but it's just not a sensible phrase. All right, so 3 stone for the stone oven would be great here, because the stone oven is a bunch more points for my braggart. Three wood is still great. So nobody start playered. So I need to reno now. Yes. I need to reno here. Or I can take 3 stone. If I take 3 stone, then my reno is not quite safe because I could get screwed by Chris start playering into CS reno into Mike taking 3 stone. So I should reno here or start player, one of those two. I can play Mantelpiece. I don't really want to play Mantelpiece. I can play Hard Porcelain, but I think I really want to get this stone. I think it's worth the risk. I think taking this 3 stone is worth the risk. It might mean I have to take another 3 stone action. Isn't Urgent Wish for Children the actual name of the space? Yeah, it is. I just think it's a bad name. I just think it's such a ridiculous phrase. Like, Urgent Wish for Children. Like, if you were going to describe to somebody what this card does, what Family Growth Without Room does, is Urgent Wish for Children, like, is that... Or, like, if you're teaching someone the game... Like what it almost seems to me like wish for children. Like okay, you have to have room in your house. Okay, so then urgent wish for children. Urgent implies like it happens immediately. So does that mean wish for children doesn't happen immediately? I just think it's I just think it's a kind of poor. I think it's just kind of poorly translated. Um, let's build the stone oven here. So this might be a zero fences win with Braggart. This might be, it's possible. I think Chris and Chris hasn't fenced yet. So actually, no, Chris has got a bunch more points coming. And CS Jr. has his Reno still. But you can see I am in the lead. Mike has the fewest like potential future points, considering Mike got neither of the three stone. He does have the best feeding though with all these animals, but he can only breed 2 of the types, I believe, unless he has something that's impulled an animal in his thing, which he does not. Yeah, not being able to Reno is sad for Mike. So day labor for my 8th food. And what? What's my last action? Take something that lets me play Mantelpiece. Or I could Cooking Hearth upgrade for 1 food. Start player is still available for me. Yeah, I could take stone into major minor Mantelpiece. Yeah, so right now I can't see my stone oven. I should be able to see my stone oven. Right? I can't see my stone oven because of the way the board's laid out. I should be able to see my stone oven. But yeah, probably I'm going to be doing a bunch of this. Stealth oven. Yeah. Yeah. Probably this is what I'm going to be doing a bunch of for the next little while. I'm probably going to put a bunch of effort into doing this with the other effect of kind of promoting the channel a little bit. Being like, hey, I stream over here. You know, I can tell people that I do that. And that may be, it's like a side hustle thing. So Chris still has his 3-point Reno left. He's got a good, his food is really good. And he really likes a plow sow action. And he's got a bunch of 2-point moves from animals. So Chris is probably in the best spot. Where's the sheep space? The sheep space is here, taken. Boar space is taken. Nope, boar space has 1 boar on it. I mean, I probably day labor, and then what's my other move? How good is Smoking Mantelpiece? So I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 improvements. So Braggart would put me at, so that would put me at 8. So the 8 is worth 1 point. So 2 actions for 1 point each move. I can probably do better than that. Yeah, I think I can do better than that. So maybe I leave the plow for my last move, though. Maybe I leave plow for the next round. You know what? 1 food and 1 point. That's probably just going to be, like, a decent move for me. So, yeah, plow. Oh, day labor got taken. Oh, Mike took day labor. Smoking Mantelpiece should have -3. It's not Smoking Mantelpiece, though. It's just Mantelpiece. Is that the card in Revised that it's Smoking Mantelpiece? Isn't that free though? I thought Mantelpiece was free. This one isn't free. Okay. So it's not showing the correct cost on it. Good to know. Um, Probably cooking hearth improvement and boar, I guess. Let's see, does it let me upgrade? It does let me upgrade. Good job. Good job, game. Who's start player? CS? Is CS going to first move 2 boar? No, he's not. 2 boar is probably like the best action I'm going to get. Because at this point, fencing is probably not worth it. Oh, let's see what Mike plays here. Mike plays Sheepwalker. Nice. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, so that's going to let him breed, get a bunch of boar and cattle. Nice. Oh, I wonder, I wonder if the house steward points are factored into my score right now. That there should probably be an indicator of that. Like, is it giving me the house steward points? Because that makes a big difference. So yeah, I think I'd probably first move 2 boar next round. So maybe take a vegetable to feed here. Or take a grain. I can feed as the board. Yeah, I can feed as the game. Like, the current board state I can feed. So that's something I'm going to type in. Yeah, because I don't like when there's ambiguity there, because sometimes people will be like, "Oh, you're winning," and this happens in, you know what, this happens a lot in Catan, where someone will be like, "You'll get the longest road," and someone will be like, "Ha, you're winning at 5 points compared to somebody else's 4," but that 4 will have like 4 settlements versus your 3. And in general, if someone has 4 settlements to your 3, they're beating you regardless, because you're probably not holding the longest road most of the time. So I like when the global bonuses are like there's some indicator. You forgot my stone oven, my stealth oven. The one thing I do like that Boîte à Jeu does, a thing you can bring up that shows future round stuff. This might be fine, but I can imagine if it gets really complicated, that the seeing it act like having it on this small of a space might be a problem. So like an indicator that lets you look at future round stuff, that might be useful. Just in general, like layout of goods and stuff. Hello, Zelera. This layout looks pretty good. Yep. I've encountered a lot of bugs, but it's in alpha, so that is expected. Only the core set card. Yeah, so I think it's A and B deck are the 2 that we're playing with. The revised base game. I guess if Plauseau's there, I take Plauseau. Depending on what Mike's doing here. Mike's plow sowing. Yeah, makes sense. Makes total sense. Did he not breed boar last round? I'm surprised that he didn't breed boar last round. With 0 wood here? I'm surprised he didn't breed boar. I thought he would convert his sheep down and breed boar cattle. Yeah, because with 0 wood, he can never breed all 3. Breeding sheep is strictly better because the sheep can become anything, I guess. Alright, let's find out how animals work. So 1 animal here. And then how do I feed the other one? I should probably be clicking on my cooking hearth. How do I eat the boar? If they say click the cooking hearth, I cannot click on the cooking hearth. Cooking symbol, top right. This one? Which cooking symbol? This is the fireplace symbol. Yeah, resizing the board does not help me see. So how does it work? I click this and I can't do anything. I can't see the cooking hearth. It's above. Confirm and cook remaining animals. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I can't actually click the confirm button. I can't click confirm because the cards are blocking it. So let's try resizing. There we go. There we go. Confirm and cook remaining animals. There we go. All right. All right, let's try refreshing to see if the layout of the cards changes. Oh, hey, I could see the stone oven for a brief second there. I can't, yeah, like I can't see. And like refreshing doesn't change. Like it would make sense if refreshing changed the layout. Like if resizing and then I refresh to change the layout, but like that's not working. Also, I have to play an Auk, by the way. 4 wood is 2 points. What are the odds these guys have cards left? 5 cards in play. Just play the braggart now. I don't have many points left otherwise. Can you click my hand? Yes, I can. Yeah. So I could have maybe hedge keepered into fence, but fencing is still worth it. Yeah, if I get 4 wood, it definitely is. Oh, good thing I oct. What's Chris playing? Organic farmer. Two of his things don't qualify. He has no wood, so it maybe counts for 2 points. Maybe, unless I'm missing something. No, he doesn't have anything expanding his capacity. Doesn't look like. Icon of cooking in the white banner. Yeah, we got there eventually. We got there eventually. Is there a turn or a harvest indicator? Great question. Looks like no. Looks like you're just supposed to know based on what's revealed here. Based on what's like the round cards that are revealed. It seems like there's no like global turn banner. Maybe that would be helpful. A turn indicator. So, 4 wood, 4 wood, 3 wood, fence. Is anyone else fencing still? 15, 15, 14. So Chris has no wood. So Chris would have to take wood before fencing is worth anything for him. Oh, day labor's gone. Too bad. Getting a... So I didn't even get my 5th field. That's a shame. And I have 2 actions left. So yeah, 3 wood fence. Yeah, because fencing 7... Oh, I need to feed also. But I'll eat a... I'll get a food when I take 3 wood, and then I'll eat a vegetable. And that's all my feeding. And if I don't get 3 wood, I don't know, I take a cattle or something. Brooke saves the day. Brooke absolutely saved the day. Yeah. To be fair, playing Conjurer and then getting 0 grain, 0 wood out of Conjurer, like I was planning to build ovens, right? Now, to be fair, ovens would have been pretty difficult this game because of how difficult clay was to get. Because of rammed clay, mostly. Oh, when I said Chris couldn't fence, I was looking at his wood only, but he's the one with rammed clay also. That would have been important to be aware of. Whoops. Oh, and I was looking at CS Junior's farm when Chris played Organic Farmer. Whoops. Yeah, considering that I let CS Junior have the BMW, the Brook bug saved the day absolutely. Well, it also made up for the fact that hand plow cost it an extra wood instead of 1 less wood, right? And then it also made up for the fact that I got 0 grain, 0 wood out of Conjurer. Because I never am taking 2 food traveling players without Conjurer, right? Never doing that. Oh, I like this. This is nice. Just click in, it appears. I like that. It's very... That's nice. The Brook was kind of comparable to me having double baked. So what I'll say is the Brook was comparable to me having baked 2 grain from Conjurer with the stone oven. So I think it's a fair enough result. And the extra 4 food is approximately 2 wood that I missed. So I think things balanced out, except that I was still negative on the hand plow. So I think like the 2 grain going into the food from the Brook was relevant. But you know what? Having the food to play Roof Baluster with my second action in round 12, that mattered as well. They give you 9 VP for the Braggart, did they? They gave me 5 extra VP for Braggart as well. Braggart's giving me 9. Alright. Nice. I can't even bring up my Braggart. Like, I can't bring up any of my cards, because they're all up here. There we go. That's how I do it. I have to make the screen big enough. There we go. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I should have got 4 points. I played 2 passing minors. All right, so I can look at the numbers. Oh, because I'm not premium, I can't see the. I'm not going to be able to see this stuff. Final situation. Where's the final scorecard? Where are the scorecards? Is there a scorecard here somewhere? Maybe if I go back to the main site, it'll be on here. No, that's not right. Where do I see the score breakdown? They maybe haven't implemented it yet. They might have not have implemented it yet. Top right. Okay, so I need to see it again. The way that I see it is by clicking... Nope, not play this game now. Oh, replay. Replay the game. Replay for the game has been lost. Okay. Choose this player. Replay lost. Okay. I just want to see the final... I can't get back to the table now. This is one where knowing better about how this site works would be helpful. Yeah, it seems like I can't get back to the game now since I left the table. Okay, guys. Well, look forward to a bunch of revives over the next couple weeks. I'll probably try to do some alpha playtesting whenever I can. Yeah. Okay, so the way that you guys can play on the alpha, go to Board Game Arena, go to the Forums tab, then there's an alpha section, and Agricola is right at the top. You can comment, and it also mentions PMing the person who made the post. So I did both. I PM'd them, and then I commented saying that I PM'd them. And then they invited me into this group, and then I was able to see open games of Agricola, and then I was able to see that CS Junior and mikechike were setting up a game. So, yeah. Otherwise, that's it for me. I'll be back tomorrow. Bit later start than today, probably. Maybe similar time. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I'll be taking notes, and maybe after a couple games, I'll give them some feedback on the forum, some mix of bug and design feedback. So, thanks for hanging out, everyone, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.